What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about B3 today, base token. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. So we had a little bit of a drop over the last 24 hours or so, right? Let's see. What was it yesterday? Down a little bit, yeah. Down 7.1%. Some people, for whatever reason, it seems to be like this in any crypto, any stock that you find, but people seem to be the most negative when you're at the lowest prices. Do you notice that? People are super positive and all about it, all about the fundamentals. Whenever it's at the high, this is something that's going to change the world up here. But when you're down here, this is a fake project. It's a scam. Nobody should buy this, right? You get all those comments here. It's not a fake project. It's not a scam. I think that it's going to do very well. I think it has a lot of room to grow. Doesn't mean that it will. It does not mean that it will, but I think that it will. You know, look into it yourself. Determine that if that's what you want. People ask me what I like about it on the YouTube comments, as if I can give you an answer, right? You want me to write a paragraph? I don't have time. I don't have time to tell you why I like a coin, right? You want an answer that's actually sustainable. You're gonna have to find that yourself, or we're gonna have to talk in person because I'm not gonna write you a memoir on YouTube, right? I'll write you very basic, plain explanations. Like, I like this coin because of the tokenomics. I like this coin because it's got a good team backing it, right? I'm not going to give you sustenance. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. If you like this coin for yourself, you got to go read about it, okay? It's not a fake coin. It's absolutely not a fake coin, but read the white paper. Low here to high here. I don't know what just happened. I just glitched right there. Going to the 786. Finding support here, not necessarily the conventional way that would allow you to have an explosive move up. So I don't think you do. I think you do continue working your way down. Let's look at the 1 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah. Back out to the 4. I mean, you could go back up. If you get above the 0.5, if you get above 1 cent, I could see this being your low. I don't think you do though, right? If you get up to the 0.5, that's not the same thing as getting above it, right? If you interact with this line and you go lower, you're still going to go to these areas that I'm thinking you go to. I think you do go down to 0.00589, 0.006, something like that. If not, you found your low here, cool, and that's great. But to validate that, this is the low, you got to get above 1 cent. Get above 1 cent, and then that likely will trigger more price to grow. It'll signal that this is the low, and we'll have a merry time. It'll all be good, right? This coin is very new. There's not a whole lot of historical data to go off of, so let's just try and look at some shorter term time stuff. We do have bullish divergence on the 1 hour, which suggests a little bit of a move up now, which you've already had. You can go lower now. You don't have to go higher. Now what you're doing is you actually have higher highs in your RSI while promoting lower highs in the price. It's hidden bearish divergence. I have a lot of confidence that you do go lower, so we're going to call for that. 4 hour time frame, yeah, you're finding resistance here at prior areas of support. That would signal that you are going lower. After breaking out of a relative area of consolidating, you broke out, and now you're back testing and finding resistance at previous areas of support. In that area that you just consolidated at, yeah, you're going lower. Where are you going to go? Let's see. And I think I already told you, but I would think the lowest you go is 0.00535. That's the lowest you go. Okay, you're at about 0.0075 now, a little bit above that, but that's the lowest you would go. If we take this low to high here, we might have some more refined targets. Yeah, I think you stop right at 0.006. I think that's where you go. You find support there. It's going to happen either today, by the end of this week, if not certainly the very beginning of next week. But I think by the end of this week, by the end of today or by the end of tomorrow, that's the end of this week, today and tomorrow. So sometime soon you'll find this low. And then going into next week, we'll start to move up again, probably retrace this overall range. I don't anticipate it'll be an immaculate pump right off the bat, though it could. You know, it's either going to happen where you kind of slowly recover and work your way up to these highs, find some resistance, and then break out, something like that. Or you might have an initial pop and then consolidate and then continue to build that way, you know, stair-stepping your way up. Time will tell, but I certainly expect you to go lower over the coming day or days. I think you will find support at 0.006, and then from there we'll move up higher. How much higher are you going to move? And I've heard a couple people I've seen a couple of people write in the comments that they bought at the absolute highs. They bought it like 1.7, 1.6, 1.4 cents, stuff like that. And now you're absolutely screwed all the way down here, right? You're not screwed. the price is at a low, right? But inevitably, and you might feel silly here, right? But let me just put it in this perspective, okay? If we look at B3 on CoinMarketCap, base token here, market cap's $161 million. Okay, so that's a lot. There's a lot of room to work with here. You could easily from here, and I say easily, but you could, it wouldn't be the most impossible thing to ask for, see a 10x from here. You could absolutely see that, right? By the end of the cycle, you could see a 100x from here. It's completely possible. That'd put you at a $16 billion market cap. That's completely possible to achieve. Yes, I'm aware that there's a bunch of tokens that are not circulating, that if the fully diluted valuation were to be realized, we'd be a lot higher than we currently are in market cap. But a lot of these tokens are vested. They don't get unlocked until the end of this year, until the end of the cycle and going into the bear cycle. So it's nothing to worry about, okay? Until then, this market cap, the one that we're focusing on, has a real chance to do a 100x. And I'm just going to put it in that perspective. Let's say this thing from here, not from where you bought, but just from the current price at this low point here for a lot of people, let's say that the price did a 100x. Let's say that we went all the way up. 100x would be about, it'd be about, you know, I mean, we're at 0.0074, so it'd be at about 74 cents, 75 cents, something right there. That's 100x. And then you tell somebody up here, you tell somebody that you're selling it at 75 cents. You tell them that you're selling it at 52 cents, whatever. And you tell them, hey, I'm selling here. I bought at 2 cents. Are the people that you're telling you're selling here to, are they going to think that you're dumb for buying it here? Absolutely not. So it's just a matter of perspective. All I'm trying to offer you is perspective. While yes, it's discouraging, right? While yes, it can be depressing, do not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but don't sell your coins as soon as you start making money, man. A lot of people do this. They get so scared that when they finally get back to neutral, they're like, okay, I'm just going to sell and appease the gambling gods. You're not appeasing any gambling gods. You just got shaken out. You shook yourself out at the worst moment. You're about to break out to new all-time highs when you're about to see everything that you just went through a traumatic experience for be realized. The intentions behind it were all there to begin with. And you sell it back at your break-even point. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's up to you. You can do that. But I'm just saying this thing likely, when we go up higher, it's not even appropriate to draw these fibs. But when we go above 1.73 cents, we likely won't stop there. We're going to see targets above 3 cents, above 4 cents, above 10 cents even, right? In a very short amount of time, let alone of where we're going to be by the end of the cycle. We really could, by the end of the cycle, see this thing being worth $1, okay? I don't care if you bought the absolute high. Nobody who buys in this range is going to feel dumb about it whenever it comes to 6 months from now, 8 months from now. I got nothing else to say. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. None of this is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but I really do like B3, and I think it has a lot of potential. And I want to say this real quick before I end the video, right? I don't know if I already said this because I'm all over the place, but if people, because I've had a couple people ask me, and I think people do this, maybe they do this to be curious, maybe they do this to be snide, but I had someone ask me why I like this coin, right? Why do I see it having potential? And I want you guys to understand that if you ever ask me on the YouTube comments why I like something, I'm going to give you an absolutely vague answer. And a vague answer does not mean that I don't know anything about it. That doesn't mean that I'm shilling the coin or that I'm giving you a BS answer. No, it means I don't have the time to explain to you what you should do and read the damn white paper and figure this thing out for yourself, right? I've read it. I literally spent over an hour reading the white paper, right? Trying to make sure that I understand everything and going through things that probably aren't even important, but that's just how I am. Okay, I spent an hour reading about this thing. Here, you want to read about it, you click here, you go to CoinMarketCap, B3, you click on white paper, have fun. There's a whole lot of stuff to go through. There really is, okay? But I'm not going to tell you in a single passage on a YouTube comment, I'm not going to tell you the life story about this thing. You can go do your own research, and that doesn't mean I'm a shill. That doesn't mean that I'm unknowledgeable about the project. That just means I'm lazy. I don't care to write you a whole paragraph. And this is in response to one person in particular who I gave a vague answer to, and they gave me a snide comment about. It's like, dude, I'm not your freaking nanny. Like, just do your own research, whatever. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye.